Welcome to Gaming Intelligence, your deep dive into the world of iGaming. This is the next episode of our iGaming Intelligence series. Today, we're really zeroing in on something that's, well, changing the game. Crypto betting. Now, before we jump right in, just a quick heads up. This conversation is purely for informational purposes. We don't encourage gambling. Always play responsibly and make sure you're following your local laws. Okay, so our goal today, we want to explore what it really means to use digital currencies for wagers. How is this trend actually reshaping strategies on the ground? And crucially, what do you, our listeners, professionals in this space, really need to understand about its, let's say, unique qualities?
Exactly. What's really interesting, I think, is how crypto betting brings these distinct advantages to the table, but at the same time, it introduces some pretty significant challenges, often quite complex ones. So yeah, we'll unpack the appeal, look at the risks involved, and think about what it all means for the wider iGaming landscape.
Right. Let's ground this for everyone listening. At its core, what is crypto betting? How is it fundamentally different from, the traditional ways?
Well, simply put, it's placing bets maybe on sports, maybe casino games, but using cryptocurrencies. Think Bitcoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing, instead of traditional money like dollars or euros. This usually happens on specific crypto betting sites, or sometimes on platforms that accept both crypto and regular money.
So no banks involved directly, no credit cards, and often less personal info needed. That sounds like a pretty big departure.
It really is. The main attractions tend to be privacy and speed. Deposits and withdrawals can be, well, almost instant in some cases, much faster than traditional banking. But, and this is important, the legitimacy of these platforms. It varies a lot.
Yeah.
You've got everything from established licensed operators to sites operating in, let's say, grayer areas of regulation.
Okay, that variation is key. Let's talk about the appeal versus the risks. What are those main advantages that really pull users towards crypto betting?
There are several key draws we see. First, as we mentioned, speed. Transactions are just way faster. Then there's anonymity, or perhaps pseudo-anonymity. Many platforms don't require the extensive KYC know your customer checks you see elsewhere, which leads to global access. Fewer restrictions based on where you are or what local banking rules might be. We also sometimes see potentially better odds or more attractive bonuses on some crypto platforms.
And the decentralization aspect.
Right. That's a big one for some users. They're not dealing with a central bank or government entity. It's more peer-to-peer.
So, okay, faster, more private, potentially better returns, wider access. Sounds pretty good. What's the catch? What's the other side of the coin?
Yes. The downsides. And they are significant. A major one is the unregulated nature of many platforms. Lots operate offshore, often without a license from a recognized authority. This means if something goes wrong, users often have very little, if any, legal protection or recourse.
Right, that's a huge risk.
Absolutely. Then there's volatility. The value of crypto itself, Bitcoin for example, can swing wildly.
So you could win big, but the actual cash value could drop before you withdraw.
Precisely. Your winnings in crypto terms might be stable, but their real-world value could decrease significantly, or increase, of course. But the uncertainty is the key risk.
Okay.
And sadly, scams, and what are called exit scams, where a platform just vanishes with everyone's funds, are, well, they're a known risk in the less regulated parts of the crypto world. Plus, if you have a dispute, say about a bet settlement, there often isn't a clear regulatory body or even reliable customer service to turn to for resolution.
That paints a much clearer picture of the risks. So, operationally, how does this actually work? A user wants to bet with crypto. What are the steps?
Typically, a user would select a platform they trust, hopefully after doing some research. They'd connect or create a crypto wallet. Think of it like a digital bank account for crypto. Then they deposit their chosen cryptocurrency into their account on the betting site. From there, placing bets usually looks pretty familiar, similar to a traditional site. Withdrawing winnings means sending the crypto back from the platform to their personal wallet.
And from the operator's side, are the games themselves different? Or the odds?
Sometimes, yes, because crypto platforms might have lower overhead costs, fewer payment processing fees. For instance, they can sometimes offer slightly better odds or higher payout limits. And there's innovation, too. Some platforms feature what they call provably fair games. These use blockchain technology to let players actually verify for themselves that the game outcomes are random and haven't been tampered with.
Interesting. Like mathematically verifiable.
Exactly. It's a way to build trust directly through the technology. We're also seeing things like crypto-only betting events, or even games themed around NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
No, this isn't just a niche thing anymore, is it? Looking at the bigger picture.
Definitely not niche. The numbers show significant growth. Back in 2023, Some estimates suggested over 15% of online sports bets globally were placed using crypto. That's substantial. We've heard reports of, huge payouts like $1 million in Bitcoin paid out in just minutes. And the first crypto-only sportsbooks, they've been around since as early as 2012. It's especially impactful in regions where traditional banking is difficult or where gambling itself faces heavy restrictions. It basically opens up new markets.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what's the main takeaway for industry professionals listening to this?
I think the key message is that crypto betting is this high risk, potentially high reward environment that's undeniably gaining traction. It's not going away. For professionals, understanding the mechanics, how it works operationally, and crucially, understanding those underlying risks like volatility and the regulatory patchwork, it's absolutely essential. This isn't just a new way to pay. It's fundamentally changing aspects of market access, user engagement, even trust mechanisms in ways that traditional systems just can't replicate.
So for you, the listener, whether you're looking at new market opportunities, thinking about compliance challenges, or just managing your current operations, really getting your head around this space is vital for staying ahead. Definitely something to consider. How will that tension between decentralization's promise and volatility's challenge continue to shape this segment as it keeps growing and evolving? Lots to think about there.